The bottom of the conference, their fans hope they can turn it around and show some improvement. And, of course, Milwaukee, 3 games behind.
And, well, for Washington, they weren't part of the discussion of teams on the rise as we came into the year. And now, quite frankly, we know why. If anything, they've taken a step back.
Yeah, and that's got to be terribly discouraging for them. I mean, I know how badly they wanted to contend for a playoff spot, but it's just not happening.
Bucks trail by 4. Here's Carter Williams, and he finishes nicely on the layup.
That's what I call a captivating move there. He absolutely incinerated the D with that one.
And Wall. Here we go now. Here's Gortat. That one rolling around and rims out.
High-quality shot, just a little off there with the release.
And, Greg, that has him S-H-H-E, shaking his head. Tough miss that time.
Clark. Now here's Dudley. Chris Middleton unable to get his last shot to go. Count the bucket.
Defensively, that possession better not start a trend because they just handed him 2 points.
Here's Milwaukee now, trailing by 4. They're coming off that win against Minnesota.
Their percentage from long range in that game was off the charts. Seemed like anytime the fans got a little hostile, they just started to take it up a notch from beyond.
The bombs were really falling, weren't they? I mean, great shooting, especially when you consider it was on the road.
This one for 3. Temple gets the bucket. Temple's got 5 points so far.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding, and they're piling up the assists. And that's some inspiration. Steals, blocks, and a big dunk. Those are ways that you can really change the momentum in a game.
Well, they got to chip away, Clark, at that deficit, and no doubt that'll help.
And that's what he's out there for, guys. I mean, he is an electrifying player, no doubt.
So timeout called here, the first for Washington.
And when it comes to Michael Carter-Williams, guys, I feel like people either love him or they don't buy him at all. I mean, he has the size, he's a good athlete, he plays hard, but he's also had some injuries, and he's been very inconsistent at times.
For the Wizards, Chris Humphries has checked in for Oubre. Gary Neal comes in for Garrett Temple. And Sessions subbed in for John Wall. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Henson's checked in for Monroe. Johnny O'Brien comes in for Parker. O.J. Mayo, who's checked in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. And it's Vaughn in for Chris Middleton. Well, going back to Michael Carter-Williams, he is a polarizing prospect. For example, Greg, and you played the position, he gives you a lot of assists, but he also averages over 4 turnovers a game. That was just last year.
Yeah, that's true. And he gives you plenty of rebounds and steals as well. But sometimes the shot also, Kevin, not necessarily where you'd like it to be. At times he couldn't throw a rock in the ocean. This guy just really struggled. But the talent is there. It's just going to take some time for him to mature. And the jury's really still out on him.
Here's Vaughn after the basket by Washington. Here's Carter Williams. A rebound by Gortat.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
And Sessions kicks to Neal. The three-pointer off the mark.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
The shot's good from Henson.
Yeah, heads-up aggressive play right there. Saw the smaller man on him and took it straight to the basket.
Sessions against Carter Williams. Three-pointer. And that one's good. Sessions has got 5. Bucks trail by 5. Shot and game clock separated by 5. And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A 3-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
What a smart pass by Carter Williams right there.
The Bucks have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line.
And their success rate on the season, right around 77%.
And that's a little better than they did last year from the free throw line.
Now, here is Humphries. 11 points for him in that last game against Orlando. Passes to Vaughn. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
It's almost as if both teams are in a zone.
Well, offensively at least, partner. I mean, neither team's done jack diddly on D.
Sessions dishes to Dudley with 1 on the clock. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
Nice.
And an exciting young backcourt in Washington with John Wall and Bradley Beal. Wall said that Beal is known for his appetite.
When we go out to eat, he gets like 2 meals. You know, like some people eat 1 meal and the second meal you get to go home. He really finishes 2 meals at one time.
You think John Wall's hungry for a championship in D.C.?
Yeah, I was certainly thinking. Well, not really. I've seen that dude eat exactly the way John described it. It is an unbelievable sight to behold. You literally cannot comprehend how anybody could scarf up that much food and still hoop.
And the second quarter getting underway. No team gaining an edge so far. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Wizards.
And so far, these guys have done a fantastic job finding the opening man and getting some easy baskets.
You know, it also hasn't taken them long to make their mark in the paint. I mean, they're doing a lot of their scoring from in there.
Chris Humphries is out there with Gortat, and it's Wall. Then there's Oubre, and it's Temple in at the 2 spot. That's the 5 on the floor for the Wizards. Antetokounmpo, that's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
And what a double-double machine Greg Monroe is becoming. Top 6 for power forwards last season. Top 5 for centers. And his game is only continuing to evolve.
Stolen by Monroe. Here's Antetokounmpo, and down it goes, jamming that one home.
And guys, that's a big swing right there. I mean, taking the steal and then turning it into 2 easy points on the dunk.
No telling how important that sequence could turn out to be.
And guys, in a game this snug, moments like that are the ones we usually look back on at the end as a difference maker.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. From deep, Wall, that's good. Wall's got 5 now. Well, Greg, the thing about Monroe, we knew he was a prolific scorer and a rebounder when he was a 5-star recruit out of high school. So Clark, this is nothing new for him.
I think what you see, Kevin, is the added muscle coming into play and benefiting. He's just an average athlete, but being stronger makes him more effective.
Middleton the pass to Monroe. No one near Mayo as he lets it go. Connects from 3-point range. Mayo's got it all tied up now for Milwaukee. The Wizards have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Mayo against Wall. The rebound by the Bucks. Wizards beat them last time when these 2 teams met in Washington.
Yeah, and last time out, they sort of shot themselves in the foot with the foul trouble. That was what led to them having such an ugly scoreline.
And Greg, the foul trouble was a big chunk of it. I mean, it's hard to mount a comeback when all your key guys, your main players, are watching from the bench.
How about the concentration? He gets hit but stays with the play and gets the finish.
Innovation and improvisation right there, Greg. Finding a way to get that shot to fall after taking the contact.
Washington shooting their first free throw of the contest.
And as a team, really just middle of the pack in terms of their percentage from the line at about 76.
And guys, that's really an upgrade over how they shot last season. Not a huge upgrade, but an upgrade nonetheless.
And guys, that's a big swing right there. I mean, taking the steal and then turning it into 2 easy points on the dunk.
No telling how important that sequence could turn out to be.
And guys, in a game this snug, moments like that are the ones we usually look back on at the end as a difference maker.
That Kia Slam Cam replay really gave you a good look at the action.
Well, that's why they're on the lead. Aggressive play at both ends. Very nicely done there.
Absolutely. They make the steal, pay dividends instantly on the fast break.
And there's the call on Marcin Gortat. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
No question about it. No flop there. That was a direct shot to the chest.
Jared Dudley's checked in for the Wizards. Carter Williams, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Well, nobody really knew, Greg, what to make of Washington going into last year's playoffs. They came out strong with a big sweep against a pretty good Raptors team.
Yeah, how about taking them down 4 straight? And it was the first time a team has swept an opponent without home court advantage since 2011. Also was the first sweep for the Wizards in franchise history.
Dishes to Antetokounmpo to end the run. Carter Williams can't get it to go. Wizards leading by 7. There's the lob to the hoop. Wall's shot is off.
Oh, it was a nice gamble, Kevin, but he just couldn't get it to go in.
Carter Williams can't get it to go. For Washington, they've gone 6 of 10 from the floor here in the second quarter. Wizards passing it around. Ball against Carter Williams. It's Wall with the drive. Puts it up from 7. Dudley's shot is good. And now a 9-point Washington lead. Here's Carter Williams. 6 points for him. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
And here we go. Washington fast break. Here's Humphries. Another one falls for Washington.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup. And Jason Kidd has seen a lot of things in his first few years of coaching.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
How to get the most out of his team.
Timeout called, the Bucks. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
Gary Neal's checked in for Oubre.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws.
And with Kidd, the results on the floor, Greg, speak for themselves. He knows what he wants out of his players, Clark, and he keeps them accountable.
And, you know, having that accountability is what made the Bucks so much better last season. Kidd is still a very young head coach, but I tell you what, he's shown me a bright future in that capacity for himself.
Picked by Humphries. Wall, that's a 2-pointer. The rebound by Middleton.
And listen, sometimes even the best of us are going to miss the easiest of opportunities.
O'Brien kicks to Henson. Pass to Carter Williams. They need this one, and he sinks the layup. Carter Williams has got 8.
Check out these handles. That's rush hour handle. Not midday, not early morning. That's rush hour handle. That nasty spin just froze the defender.
Henson against Humphries. The dish to Temple. Stolen by Middleton. Here's Vaughn. Trips down the breakaway slam.
Excellent work there in transition.
Yeah, I think it's always better to go early in transition, to attack when it's there, because oftentimes you can beat the defense down the floor.
Comes up empty down low. And that does it for the first half of play. Wizards out front as they wrap up the second quarter with a...
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Well, 2 quarters down, 2 to go. Welcome back. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny the Jet Smith as we start breaking it down for you. A pretty close game for the Wizards throughout the first quarter. Some nice stretches of basketball from them. And that's going to do it for now as the second half is just about to get started. Now back to Kevin Harlan and the rest of the 2K Sports crew. We will see you later.
The second half just about to get going here.
Well, Wall had a great quarter. 9 points, and he's come away with 2 steals as well. He's blown up some plays out there.
And it also shows you the importance of intelligence as a defender because he has been a nightmare on the ball.
And Milwaukee looking at who they've got. Carter Williams is the point with Middleton at the 2. The dynamite pair of Antetokounmpo and Parker at forward, and it's Monroe in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Washington leading now by 8.
And boy, how good was Chris Middleton last season? Always a deep shooter who could stretch the floor. He hits the weight room in the offseason and became a much stronger defender. Now he's one of the more promising 3-and-D guys in the league.
Here's Monroe. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
And Greg Monroe really has had a good young career despite playing out of position for much of it. He has the size and skill set of an agile center, but was made to play power forward in Detroit once they drafted Andre Drummond, and that took some getting used to.
We're talking about Greg Monroe, and Greg, you gave us a nice little synopsis. He doesn't have, Clark, the long-range jumper teams are now asking out of that position in this day and age in the NBA.
Yeah, more teams want that stretch power forward. He's not super athletic. Where he does his greatest damage is in the painted area, and there's still value in that.
Here's Temple. Another one falls for Washington.
3 for 3, and that's always a good way to start the second half.
Bucks trail by 10. Swiped away. And he's going up for the alley-oop. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. And up the court come the Bucks on the break. And that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will retain possession. Wizards making a switch here. Sessions is checked in. And Milwaukee with a change here, too. O.J. Mayo, he's checked in for Chris Middleton. Monroe with it. Now guarded by Gortat. Oubre with the steal. And here we go. Washington fast break. Temple dishes to Oubre. Feeds it to Gortat. And he banks in the layup. And now it's a 12-point Wizards lead.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Third quarter of play with just over a minute and a half gone by. The 3. Milwaukee the rebound. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
A moment now to see the numbers for Monroe. Unbelievable play for him over the last month. 10th in field goal percentage. And don't forget, top 20 in the league in rebounds per game. He's got a great nose for the ball.
And, you know, back to his phenomenal efficiency from 3. His consistent shooting creates a lot of openings in the defense.
And guys, when you look at O.J. Mayo's statistics over the past few years, nothing really stands out. But then you watch him in games, especially in clutch moments, and he can seem like the most dangerous guy on the floor. A scary, deep-range shooter who loves to take defenders one-on-one.
Here's Parker. And a great assist by Carter Williams as that one goes in. Carter Williams has got his 7th assist in the game. Wizards leading by 10. Here's Sessions. 5 points in the game. He dishes it to Dudley. Now the feed to Sessions. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
Oubre, no one around him. They get it back. The tray. That's good from Sessions on the assist from Gortat. Sessions has got 5 points in the quarter. The shot by Antetokounmpo. Nobody around. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Oubre passes to Dudley. From past the arc. Can't get it to go. The Bucks go the other way with it. Carter Williams kicks to Parker, and he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
Nothing fancy there. Didn't need it.
Nope. His only concern right now, Clark, is getting the points on the board, and I don't mean style points.
I like the simplicity.
Well, there's also style just with the fact that he's able to have that kind of a finish, though. Still, I like that pretty one-handed flush.
For the Wizards, Humphries comes in for Oubre, and Gary Neal subbed in for Garrett Temple. The Bucks also changing it up. Henson's checked in for Monroe. Johnny O'Bryant comes in for Jabari Parker. And it's Vaughn in for Michael Carter-Williams. And the foul on John Henson. That is his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul.
Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Humphries kicks to Dudley. In the corner at Sessions. Just 4 to shoot. And another miss by Washington. Bucks trail by 13. And here comes the break. Got a piece of it. To the paint. Here's Neal. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Antetokounmpo's got his third rebound tonight. It's tipped. Here's Vaughn. But they'll get another chance. The kick out to Antetokounmpo. Missed it, even after all those chances.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
Dudley with it, now guarded by Antetokounmpo. Pass to Humphries, 16 feet away. That drops. Humphries has got 7 points.
I tell you what, fellas, he loves those mid-range jumpers. I mean, that's where he makes his money.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far. He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Neal's shot is off.
You know, just a little too fancy on that play.
Well, you don't want to force any play, but particularly the alley-oop. You'd like to try that when it's wide open. Really hard to decide, guys, which was better. The pass, the catch, or the slam.
Clark, there's no wrong answer to that one, my friend. Sensational alley-oop all the way around.
Agreed.
And guys, you know what? You wouldn't know that they're the team that's actually trailing with how they were able to pull that play off.
He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the lead.
Mayo, the pass to Vaughn. 41 seconds left in the third. Lets it go with a 3. The rebound by Humphries.
All the time in the world to get that one off.
Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Stolen by Dudley. 20 seconds left in the third. There's a screen by Gortat. Ball stolen. Here's Vaughn. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Well, they need those kinds of plays right now. I mean, smart defense generating some offense.
And really, Clark, that's the way you get yourself back into the game. Key stops and then try to get out in transition for some easy ones.
Stolen by Henson. Welcome back as we get ready to start the fourth quarter. Not exactly a nail-biter here, but you never know. Bucks trail by 13. They've got Gortat. Oubre out there with Jared Dudley. Then it's Garrett Temple. And it's Wall in at the point guard. That's the group on the floor right now for Washington. Oubre, good.
Excellent work offensively to get that shot attempt into a can't-miss area.
And for Milwaukee, they're shooting 43% from the field. Carter-Williams dishes to Monroe. Oubre with the steal. Now here's Wall. He kicks it to Oubre. That's good. And so Wall with the assist. And that's now 9 points for Kelly Oubre. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for Washington.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
Yeah, and the other thing they've done since the beginning of this game is score points off turnovers and in bunches.
What a pass, and then the layup was a bit of a circus move.
Oh, so smooth.
Yeah, and he really could have fouled that one up trying for the big slam there, though. Just a nice, solid finish for the layup.
How about the excitement right now that he's playing the game with? I love it.
He capped that dunk off with some serious hang time on the rim.
I tell you what, he just couldn't contain himself on that one.
And Wall kicks to Gortat. Here's Oubre. His three-pointer's off the mark. Bucks trail by 18. And so the ball's out of bounds. Middleton touched it last. Giannis Antetokounmpo's checked in for Henson.
Wizards timeout called.
Washington calls timeout.
Yeah, maybe a change of the game plan right now, looking at some different sets because of the matchups.
Yeah, I agree with you because they're looking to tweak things to maybe get those matchups working in their favor.
Wall against Carter Williams. Left side, Wall. Rebound, Milwaukee.
Well, I think he had all the space he needed. He just couldn't find the bottom of the net.
Here's Carter Williams, rejected by Wall. But they recover it. Bucks trail by 18. The drive by Monroe. Howard down after the assist, led him into the lane.
And really just led him to his sweet spot for that finish.
Wizards have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Carter Williams against Wall. Gortat wide open. He fires. Dudley's shot is good.
You know, he was a non-factor in that first half, but now he's making up for lost time.
Antetokounmpo passes to Parker. And here we go. Washington fast break.
That's leadership. Really, really valuable to have someone who can just take charge like he has.
Well, there's a certain amount of confidence you have when the ball is in his hands at that end of the floor right now. I mean, he just gives you a sense of calm and confidence because of how good he is.
Hard to get that one off with the size difference there. That makes it a tough individual matchup for him, especially down low.
Well, took on the big guys going in there and challenging them like he did. But, boy, that was a nice job. Boy, guys, they've shown some great passing on their last few trips down the floor. Excellent.
4 straight passes leading to scores. Great team play.
Timeout called, the Bucks.
And one thing we know is that across the board in the NBA, attendance is up all over. Franchise values are also at an all-time high. Overseas, the game continues to grow as well.
Carter Williams rejected by Wall.
Unfortunately, that's been the result for him over and over, guys. He just cannot find the bottom of the basket.
Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. And another make to his scoring column. His 5th basket of the game. Now shooting 5 of 11. And the media deal in play says a lot about the popularity. It's not just broadcast. Fans are showing up as well.
Sellouts were at a record 700 last season, Kevin. The previous record was 676. Almost 22 million regular season fans. That's a big number.
And the Wizards making a change here. Beal's checked in. And Milwaukee with a change here, too. Mayo's checked in. And Gortat with the stop.
The shooting percentage continues to elevate here in the second half.
Well, as a group, they've been harmonic since the break. In sync. Good team basketball resulting in high-quality shots.
Inside, stolen by Monroe. And now it's Mayo running. He can go all the way.
Ooh, quick hands on the steal and then just mad hops on the slam.
Great sequence for them defensively and Clark offensively.
Well, one usually leads to the other, Kevin. That's just good, aggressive, attacking basketball at both ends.
And he's shaking off that slow start, giving them a boost here in the second.
Carter Williams kicks to Parker, and here's Mayo from the arc. Second shot opportunity, and it's laid in by Parker.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Wizards.
And they could do no wrong today, Steve. That's right. This was a team performing to its Clark fullest capability.
Yes, a very satisfying win for him, too. A game to remember, and on the other side, definitely one you want to forget as soon as possible.
And for the year now, they'll be tallying their 16th win.
And one of the league's truly special talents making his mark. Once again, another great performance for Wall. A big part of their success was his ability to keep the ball moving, finding guys when they would flash open.
No one near Sessions as he lets it fly. Can't hit. Bucks have gone 5 of 11 from the field in the fourth quarter. And there's O.J. Mayo on the assist by Henson.
And he's really shot the ball well, but it hasn't been contagious.
Sessions dishes to Oubre, and there's the pass to Sessions. There's 37 seconds left in the fourth quarter. The good-looking shot from the wing.
Well, they're going to walk out of here with a win and send this crowd home happy.
Yeah, you know, it was a real solid performance for them in a lot of areas. I mean, they should be proud of their work tonight.
And they're clearly finishing strong here, but not enough time to pull it out.
Yeah, it does look like they're going to end on a high note. Too bad this run didn't develop sooner for them.
Here's Blair. It's rebounded by O'Brien.
I still can't believe that one didn't fall.
Kicks it to Ennis. There's the triple. And the basket good.
Ennis for 3.
Here's Washington now. Earlier in the game, they held a 25-point lead. Here's Neal. Here's Sessions. To the paint. Here's Humphries. Lays it up and banks it in.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
And so it's Washington easily grabbing this one. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
Yeah, they were the superior team in every department, in every category to me, Kevin. I know their fans loved it and appreciated it.
And that about wraps it up. This is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for tuning in. Now we'll head over to the award-winning Ernie Johnson, who's not too far away. EJ?
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Hey y'all, Ernie Johnson here along with Kenny Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Welcome back for the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, John Wall.
There are two type of point guards, Ernie. Kenny would know nothing about that. He shot the ball every time he touched it. Anyway, the guys who keep everyone involved and the guys who could do it all for themselves. He's a great distributor. He's always going to get his